Shopping for a good office chair on Amazon can be a tedious task just because there are so many options available and so many fake reviews on Amazon in general. It can be tough to tell what is actually good and what is being propped up by untrustworthy reviews. I ordered 5 chairs from Amazon that are all under $300 and all with a bunch of positive reviews. I'm just going to walk through my experience with each chair, and then at the end I'm going to share a little bonus pick, which I consider to be the best chair on Amazon for under $300. I picked up the Oline ErgoPro for $299.95. This is an Amazon Choice product with almost 2,000 reviews, averaging a 4.5-star rating. The problem is that FakeSpot gives this product a review score of a C, so the 4.5-star rating may not be entirely accurate. While I do think this chair is one of the better all-mesh options under $300, I would expect it to have a lower rating than 4.5 stars just because it's not a very comfortable chair, and I would expect it to be polarizing for most people. It has pretty good adjustability with multi-way arms, a 2-way headrest, and tilt lock. I also think this has a nice recline motion, and the headrest makes it a good option to recline all the way back in your chair. But the mesh material is not very comfortable to the touch, and the seat is not forgiving with hard edges. The backrest is uncomfortable for me because I can feel the plastic where the 2 pieces connect in the middle, making it pretty unusable. I do think this can be a nice pick for people that know they want an all-mesh chair and are used to that type of chair, but it may be a dice roll for those of you that are on the fence about something that's all-mesh. The Ticova meshback chair is one of my go-to recommendations under $300. I picked it up for $219.99. It has a solid review score both on Amazon and FakeSpot and is also an Amazon Choice product. This is probably my favorite chair in this price range, aside from my bonus pick at the end. The chair is just comfortable. The seat has a decent amount of padding and no hard edges. I find the backrest to be supportive, and it doesn't have the problem with a lot of meshback chairs with the mesh being too saggy, making you constantly feel the chair frame. You also get 2-way adjustable lumbar support. The height adjustment is a pain, and I can't do it while sitting, but the adjustment is there, which is not always the case for chairs in this price range. I also think the chair has a great recline motion and a huge range. This is a great chair to kick all the way back in. I really only have 2 issues with the Ticova. The first is that you only get height adjustable arms. It makes it a bit annoying to position the arms comfortably in my setup. The second is the terrible 1-year warranty. You're not getting much coverage, but the chair is only $219. The Modway Ergonomic chair shares a similar review score to the Ticova from both Amazon and FakeSpot, but it has quite a few more reviews and is a much different style chair. This is your prototypical multifunction task chair. Think computer lab. This chair has very good adjustability, but it doesn't feature a very nice recline motion. Instead, you swap the nice recline motion from a synchro tilt style mechanism for the center tilt multifunction mechanism on the Modway. I'm not a fan of this recline motion at all because it brings your knees up and potentially your feet off the floor, and you could bang your knees into your desk. But what you gain is the ability to adjust the seat and back angle separately, and you also get back height adjustment. This is not a chair I would recommend for home office setups that are used as entertainment areas just because of the recline, but this can be a nice option if you need an inexpensive chair to do a couple hours of task work a day. The Sihoo Ergonomic chair caught my eye because it has a lot of good reviews and looks like it could be a comfortable chair. You get quite a few adjustments with a 2-way headrest, 2-way lumbar support, arm height adjustment, and tilt lock positions. I think the chair has a smooth recline action and has a good range. I also think the headrest is comfortable, but it doesn't hold its position very well. The limited arm adjustments aren't great. It gave me similar problems to the previous models with me having to make my setup work around the chair instead of the other way around. But I do think the arm pads are comfortable. They have good softness to them, unlike most chairs in this price range. My one major complaint in terms of comfort is going to be the rock hard seat. It's incredibly hard. I actually prefer a firm seat, but this is just way too hard for me to work comfortably. I don't like the seat, but it isn't enough for me to say do not buy the Sihoo chair. But there is one reason why I do have to recommend against buying this chair, and that's the price that they sell it for. This chair is typically sold for around $300. I picked ours up on sale for $255.99. This isn't a bad price until you realize you can get the same chair under a different brand name for considerably less. This chair is sold under a handful of different brands. One example would be Giantex, which sells the same chair for $199.99. There's no advantage to buying a Sihoo branded chair over another no-name brand, so you may as well save some money and get the cheapest version of the chair possible. The last chair is a meshback option from Flash Furniture. This is actually the most reviewed chair on this list, with almost 12,000 reviews at the time of making this video, averaging over 4 stars, and being backed by a strong fake spot score. This is actually pretty surprising because this chair is pretty bad in my opinion. This is a line that we sell, Flash Furniture, but we choose not to sell this particular chair because of its low quality. It just doesn't have any redeeming characteristics. You only get a few adjustments, which is very noticeable with the flip-up only arms. If they fit you, great. If not, you'll probably just flip them up and not use them, like I would assume a large majority of the population will. For me, the backrest is unusable because it is so uncomfortable. The fabric on the backrest is too saggy and has no flex. The saggy upholstery combined with a very pronounced frame makes you sink into the back, and then you are just resting on the hard frame. I can feel it on both sides and the top. I would probably avoid this chair and spend a little bit more to get the Ticova or maybe our bonus pick. I think both options are quite a bit better, and they aren't too much more expensive. If none of the options have looked good for you so far, then I would suggest checking out the Clatina Millette. This is a cheap knockoff of the well-regarded Steelcase Leap chair. The chair is sold on Amazon, but it's not as popular as a lot of other chairs in this price range, but it does offer a lot of value. This chair has a better build quality, more adjustments, a better warranty, and I feel it is more comfortable than any of the chairs I've found for under $300. The arms are multi-way adjustable, and the arm pads have some softness to them. My one gripe is that they are set a bit too far forward for me, but they're still more adjustable and more comfortable than most chairs that I've found in this price range. I think the lumbar is terrible, but it's a really easy fix by simply taking it out. It makes the backrest much more comfortable because you no longer have this random piece of foam just jabbing into your back. The Millette really sets itself apart with its seat depth adjustment and its tilt limiter functions. It is not common to find a chair with seat depth adjustment for under $300, but this really helps to ensure the Millette will fit you. The tilt limiter is extremely rare. Most chairs have tilt lock, with tilt limiter being reserved almost exclusively for the highest end chairs, but you get it on the Millette with 5 different positions to choose from. To top it off, the Millette has one of the most comfortable headrests that I've ever used. For $229, I think this chair is a steal. I hope this video helped you to learn whether any of these sub $300 chairs on Amazon will work for you. If not, and you want something a little bit better quality, check out our next list where we look at the best chairs for under $500.